Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, sahabat POA semua. Together with me there are Dr. Vida. He is expert from Melbourne, Australia. I'm interested with his speech where he said that we are as Muslim students need to be educated in thinking logically, thinking strategic since the beginning of the education itself. Dr. Vida, maybe you can share with us your thought about this.
So it's an absolute pleasure to be with you today. Thank you very much for this kind invitation. The Australian Islamic school system is a very vibrant educational system, and it's an independent sector that is independent and growing very fast. And we have developed in many areas in the curriculum, but there's still some work and a lot of interest in developing in our students some critical thinking skills.
Yes.
And in particular, these skills to develop and contribute to Australia's democratic society. So at the moment, I'm working very closely as also part of not only Monash University, but also in partnership with the Independent Schools of Victoria, where I overlook the work of Islamic schools that are part of the independent sector. And we're working together collaboratively and participatory on trying to organise ways to upskill both the staff and the students in developing critical thinking skills, but also working on designing the curriculum from the ground up, and getting all of the teachers involved and the students involved in the areas that are most important for them. Yeah.
Yes, because the first verse of the Quran is Iqra, not Salah, right?
Yes.
So the critical thinking is very important. So maybe what is the best way to create critical thinking for the student?
Ideally, it's to start talking about some of the hard topics.
Okay.
So, because when you start talking about topics that are controversial or a bit sensitive, you start to get students to think about including their ideas, justifying an opinion, trying to defend an opinion, trying to support a viewpoint. So when we start talking about big issues, we start to engage in a debate. And when we start to engage in a debate that involves both fact and opinion, then the students have to sort of think a little bit more on a higher level. So engage in higher order thinking and start to think, well, this is my opinion or this is my understanding, and then support it or defend what they're saying or refute what they're saying. And all of those thinking skills are higher order thinking. So you need to introduce the students a discussion and learning in the curriculum of some of the hard topics. A lot of the topics that I spoke about today that are part of the null curriculum.
Right.
Yeah, so like at the moment I'm working with schools on how to develop a comprehensive relationship and sexuality education. Again, a very hard space, but we have to debate with the ideas and think of how do we then navigate this space? How do we intersect Islam and Muslim youth culture and Australian culture and this subject area together? So all of that involves higher order thinking.
I think this is a very nice speech, but if you don't mind, I will invite you also to
I would love
Indonesia,
that.
maybe via Zoom, yeah?
Yes.
To share your ideas further.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I'd be an honour to do that.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Dr. Vida.
Thank you.
Nice trip to Indonesia and go back
Thank
safely
you.
to
Yes.
Australia.
Yes, thank you very
Terima
much.
kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you.